This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody back to the Loretto Jamboree. It'll be the nightcap here of our doubleheader. Just saw Summertown defeat Humboldt 20-6. Now we've got Richland and the home squad, the Mustangs of Loretto. AJ Good joined alongside by Hayden Burks. Michael Marks now back on the broadcast here. Guys, taking a look at both sides. Loretto went 4-7 a year ago, 3-2 in the district. Did lose to Decatur Riverside in the first round of the playoffs. Richland went 8-3, they finished second in the region, went 4-1. Head coach Nick Patterson. So two teams here that very familiar with each other. They already scrimmaged on Tuesday, played an instant classic a year ago in Giles County at Richland. So two teams very familiar with each other and two teams with really good offenses.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last year, AJ, final score 42-41, and, we're only going to get a half in tonight, but I expect to see some points. I was talking to some guys from Loretto, and they're going to want to score early and often. They bring Carter Daniel back for his fourth year behind under center, and you don't see many high school guys do that. It's just second year in this sort of new high-powered offensive system, and I think it's going to benefit the Mustangs pretty well.
Yeah, and then with Richland, I've watched their games, and they're a good program as well over there in Richland, over there in Pulaski. So, and this Loretto team, like you said, Michael, they're a high offensive power team, and even though they finished 4-7 last year, I expect a winning season from Loretto. So I'm eager to see what they got for this upcoming year.
Well, speaking of Loretto, we talked to head coach Barry Daniel and a couple of the Mustang players right before the Summertown game. We'll see what they have to say here right now. Joined here by members of the Loretto football team, Jackson Robertson, Connor Pope, head coach Barry Daniel. You guys, just a week away from that first game. You got one coming up here in a few minutes. Is how excited are you guys just knowing that you're, a week away from your first games?
Very excited.
Yeah, it's exciting. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeff.
We've been putting a lot of work this summer. I'm very, very excited to see how the outcome is going to be this year.
Yep. Connor?
Excited, ready to get out there and knock some heads.
Barry?
Well, I almost didn't come to this thing. I was watching last night, and you guys were talking bad about Nick Saban on the broadcast and how Nick Saban lost all these games on kicks and stuff. And I said, I'm supposed to do this tomorrow night, but I may stay. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm excited, ready to get going. We these guys since I guess November, put in a lot of work in the weight room and in the off season and in fall camp and all that stuff, and they're excited to play, and they're a fun bunch of guys to coach and be around, and the things that they do and the way they approach things. So I'm excited for it to get going.
So second time you've seen Richland, within a week that you're going to see him here in a few minutes. Just what have you guys seen out of them? What are you going to expect here in a game scenario?
Definitely well coached. They can hit. Good opponent.
Yep, Connor.
I got some bigger guys up front, but as long as we stick to what we got to do and execute and be Loretto football, we should be able to handle it.
Yep. Yeah, and I thought they were had some skill guys. Like Connor said, I thought they had some good, decent linemen the other night. And it's weird in football to see somebody twice in the same week, So, and we didn't really have any film. I think they were going to film, but their camera died, so we didn't have anything to kind of look at for mistakes or kind of game plan. But, I think they're going to try to go fast tonight on offense, so we'll have to just, keep our breath and stay aligned and all that kind of stuff. We both kind of huddled the other night, but tonight it'll be a lot faster pace, I think, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
A lot of expectations coming in this season for you guys after what you did, a year ago. Offense had a lot to do with that. Just, what kind of expectations have you guys set for yourself coming into this year?
Just be better than we was last year, really. That's how I think of it.
Yeah,
Improving, getting better from last year, and just not looking past that first quarter of Collinwood, getting better every day and going with it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, we talk about just being 1% better each day. Obviously, we've got to play a little better on defense than we did last year, and we know that. I mean, we got to tackle better. We got to run to the ball better, and I've harped on that with these guys, and now they're talking about it. Like both these guys, this week at practice, hey guys, we got to get to the ball. Hey guys, we got to butt people up. We got to everybody get to the ball. That kind of stuff. So, we know what we got to do to fix the problems. It's just a matter of going out there and executing what we're supposed to be doing.
You mentioned the defensive side. I know that's been a big emphasis for you guys here in the offseason. Just how much work have you guys put on that side of the ball?
Oh, a lot. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just getting better every day and working on tackling. Mainly, I feel like that was our weaker point on defense last year, not getting our head on the right side of the ball, not tackling, not butting up, pursuing, not team tackling, not doing a lot of stuff right in the tackling area. But
Yeah, that's been the main focus.
As long as we improve on that, we'll be a lot better of a team.
Yeah, you guys got that big game coming against Collinwood next week, local rivalry. It's been a close one between you two here the last couple of years.
Yep.
Just how excited you guys to make that road trip again and hopefully wanting to get that season off on the right note. How excited are you for that first game?
I'm excited for sure. I've been looking forward to it for a while now,
Yeah.
Just ready. As long as we get off the bus and take care of business, Collinwood's they got some good-sized people. They're well coached, good team. But as long as we get off the bus ready to play and play how we know we can play, we'll be able to take care of business.
Yeah, that first game's important. So it kind of sets a tone there for the rest of the season.
It does, and like they both said, Collinwood, we've seen them a little bit here and there, and they got some big backs. They got some big linemen. They fly the ball on defense. I mean, and it's going to be down in the hedges down there in their stadium, and there's not a lot of air. So last time we were over there, I think both teams set a world record for cramps, and we were in good shape. But, I mean, it was hot, and there wasn't a whole lot of air stirring. But, that's just part of the deal you got to address and move forward on. But they do have, in their scheme is hard to defend. They run the option. So we got to be ready, for those big backs, those big linemen to not just plow over us.
Yeah. Well, guys, good luck coming up tonight here against Richland, and good luck on Friday at Collinwood.
Yes, sir. Right. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And kickoff between Richland and Loretto will be coming up here in a few minutes on the X Sports Network. And that was the Loretto Mustangs. Our X Sports Live-ish type interview with them before the game. And taking a look at both sides, guys, they're very similar, both playoff teams. But when you look at them offensively, got a lot of guys back, but Loretto's missing, that big stud running back in Caden Porter. Look on the other side, Richland got a lot of guys back at their quarterback back, but having to place a couple guys up front and their star wide receiver on that side of the ball as well. So two teams, explosive offensively, but also probably having to replace their biggest playmaker.
Yeah, I mean, Caden Porter was a huge piece of the Mustangs offense last year. We saw the game when they defeated at that point in the year. It was week 3. They defeated the number 2 team in the State Forest. They didn't have the year they wanted, but Caden touched the ball 31 times in that game, AJ. Had around 215 yards. That's a big piece you got to replace. But, Carter last year, almost 2,500 yards of offense. You get your 3 main receivers back in Jack Welch, Corbin Reynolds, and Quint Seymour, I mean, we were joking about it last night, him throwing for 500 against Lawrence County. I mean, he seriously could have a 3,000 or 4,000 yard season.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, and the defense, that's kind of been the theme, I guess you could say. They've been talking about it ever since their game at Decatur Riverside last year. Defense is what they got to They got to get better at it.
Yeah,
because they've made no secret about it. That's kind of been their bugaboo.
Well, and, we saw AJ, it seems like everybody got beat by Decatur County Riverside except, they lost to Tyner Academy in the Class 2A state championship game last year. Loretto got down 28-0 in that game and only ended up losing 56-31. After that point in the game, they outscored them 31-28. So, this Loretto team is no joke. They just have to come out with a little more confidence on defense. And talking to Carter a couple days ago, said he wants to use his feet a little bit more in the offense, losing Caden Porter. But they have a three-headed monster at running back this year. They got, Nicholas McDowell, Andrew Riley, and Jaden Stoltz in the backfield. So I think this Loretto offense, I don't think they're going to skip a beat. They're going to come out and punch you right in the face, kind of like they did last year.
Well, Nick Moore's a running backs coach, so we don't know about that. We'll have to see how that goes.
He was pretty good in his day.
He was. We joke with Nick a lot. We love him to death. We just joke with him a lot. But the expectations, we've talked about it. We've talked about it with him. You heard it in the interview. It's sky high, not just with Loretto, but with Richland as well. Richland, their goal for a long time under head coach Nick Patterson, he's kind of built that program from the bottom.
Absolutely.
You got a better win by win, and then got them in the playoffs, and got themselves a pretty good ball rolling. Their middle school program's improving like crazy. Same with Loretto. This is, the expectations for both of these teams. It's not just a playoff or bust mentality. It's we got to get there, and we got to make some noise finally once we get there.
Yeah, I just want to, props to Coach Barry Daniel and what he's done. When I got here as a freshman in 2017, Loretto was on a 32-game losing streak. That's almost 3.5 seasons. We beat Collinwood, broke that losing streak. Since 2020, made the playoffs 3 straight years, and looking for a fourth straight year this year, and I don't see any reason why they couldn't do that.
Yeah, and then also with, Loretto, you got that good group coming back. You talk about, Michael, we talk about it all the time with, they're going to be playing Lawrence County in week 2, so, with the Uncivil War coming up in just a few weeks, if this is Loretta's best shot to break that losing streak against Lawrence County. So I'm eager to see what Loretto brings to the table tonight, and then also next week they got their first official game. Then the week after that, we got the big game in the county.
Yeah, you got that Collinwood game coming up week 1, and AJ, I was talking to some folks from Lawrence County. They dropped a scrimmage to Collinwood. Collinwood's no joke of a team. They got some big guys in there, and they are strong.
And got pretty much their entire backfield back, got their quarterback back. I've been at a practice or two. Those guys they're big.
Yeah,
they're pretty big.
And this game with Loretto last year between Loretto and Collinwood, that was a shootout that Loretto pulled out the end with I believe it was almost a 20-point victory, but it was back and forth until the fourth quarter, and then Caden Porter did what Caden Porter does and scored, I believe, 6 or 7 touchdowns in that game.
And going there and winning is not easy. We saw Richland went there a year ago and lost when Richland was rolling. 2 years ago, for opening game, they needed a last-second drive to pull out a win there. So a lot of teams go into Collinwood, and a lot of teams struggle. It's a different place. Fans are great. They got a team that's motivated no matter what their record is. That's not going to be an easy game for Loretto whatsoever.
No, I look at Collinwood kind of like how you look at the swamp for Florida. It feels like it's always 95 degrees and humid when you go to Collinwood. They're big. They're gonna hit you in the face, and you got to be able to persevere and stick it out to the last drive, kind of like how Loretto did 2 years ago.
Yeah, and with some teams, it's like if you play them at your house, like you're probably going, they may be a tough team, but you might could pull out a win there. If you go to Collinwood, they're a whole different team. So it's going to be a close game no matter what if you play at somebody's home field, especially Collinwood.
New regions here for both sides. Richland going down the Class A. Speaking of Collinwood, they joined Collinwood, Wayne County, and I forget who else is in that region. Can't think of it off the top of my head. When you think about Loretto, Lewis County, got Waverly Central, good program, and then on top of that, we just saw Summertown has the potential to be pretty good. Mount Pleasant,
they're Mount Pleasant.
Region champions. Probably. We saw that a night ago. So
East Hickman and Hickman County as well.
Yeah, these aren't slouch programs. It's going to be a battle night in and night out for both of these sides when they go into their regions this year.
Yeah, Lawrence County was talking about last night having a little bit of a shift in region. Loretto goes from a tough region to another tough region. It's not easy, especially in the area we're at. You're going to have a bunch of big teams, athletic, fast, strong. They're going to hit you in the mouth, and Loretto's just got to kind of stick with those guys.
Yeah, it looks like we're winding down here. Warm-ups here for both sides. So while they do, we'll take a break here, and we'll have the start of the nightcap of the Loretto Jamboree coming up next on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We are open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee Tools, Lucas Oil, and Malco product. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Avalon, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobil. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Loretto Jamboree, nightcap getting ready to kick off here between Richland and Loretto. Richland wearing white tops, gray pants, black helmets. You got Loretto, all black uniforms with white helmets. So getting ready to get things going here. Both sides have finished up the warm-ups. So Raiders look like they going to be kicking it off to start things off. And Loretto will receive, and they'll be on offense to get things going here. These two met up on Tuesday. The scrimmage already this week. So very familiar with each other. Also familiar with each other after the Instant Classic that came down to a failed two-point conversion with no time remaining at Richland that Raiders came out on top of.
Yeah, AJ. I mean, Loretto and Richland are two of those teams that kind of play every year. You know, we never really been in the same region or classification as them, as they're down in 1A now. But it feels like we played them every year, so it's nice to get this rivalry got back going.
Michael, where is the game between Richland and Loretto going to be played at? It's going to be here this year?
It's at Loretto.
Man, you might have to come back for that game.
I might have to.
Kicking this one off here for Richland will be Colton Trimble. Trimble kicks this one to Andrew Riley, and that one's in the end zone. Anyways, no one's returning kicks. They'll all start at the 30-yard line.
And similar to Drake Osborne last night, AJ, Colton Trimble is another kid I played middle school basketball with, so it's good to see these guys, kind of represent them, across Lawrence and Giles County. That was a good kick, too.
Yeah, it was a really good kick. Carter Daniel, senior quarterback, lead his offense on the field. His new running back will be Jaden Stoltz.
He's got some big shoes to fill, AJ. First play of the Loretto Jamboree last year, I believe Loretto was playing Lauderdale County, and Caden Porter took a handoff 70 yards at the house. So I'm kind of eager to see what this first play for the Mustangs is going to be.
Seymour, Reynolds, and Welch are the wide receivers here for Daniel. Early on, it's a handoff to Stoltz. He does have some room over the left side. He'll pick up, looks like about 8 yards there. So I'll bring up 2nd down and 2 here for Loretto.
Yeah, that was the exact same play they ran last year, AJ, just a little sweep outside. And Jaden, he's a little different than Caden in the fact that Jaden's more of a north and south type of runner. Caden, he's got some shiftiness to him, but, I would say he's just as fast, if not faster, than Caden.
Loretto back on the ball here quickly after that 8-yard gain. Beat Daniel. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds struggled with the ball at first, and he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up he maybe gained half a yard to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Dump pass.
Yeah, and Loretto's added a couple more RPOs to their offense this year, and it's kind of funny to see, a high school offense. They're running an offense with Bryce Glass at offensive coordinator, similar to what Tennessee runs in Knoxville, just high, octane fast and a bunch of big plays.
Richland going with 5 down linemen. You hand off to Stoltz. He'll have the 1st down and more, and he'll go into Raider territory down the sidelines, and barely beat that last guy as he held up a little bit, but that will be a Mustang touchdown.
And Jaden Stoltz shows the wheels right there, AJ. Richland had 5 guys down on the line, and we got a flag. This will be coming back. Well, we got confetti going in the students section. I got another pretty good crowd from the students compared to Lawrence County last night, who also had a good crowd.
Yeah. Holding called here against Loretto, so the touchdown play will get called back.
Well, that was a waste of confetti.
Yeah. Hey, it was fun while it lasted.
It was fun to see it, yeah.
It's holding here against Loretto.
But Mustangs have a couple new guys on the offensive line, and so you can see some of these growing pains showing early.
It was thrown there at about the 44-yard line, so it might have been a receiver downfield on the hold. So Loretto back on the ball, will be 3rd down and 6. Daniel ready to go. Straight drop back. And he has Jack Welch for the 1st down. He makes a couple guys miss. He'll go down the left side. 1 man to beat. He will do it. And now we got another penalty flag.
The officials are getting their money's worth tonight.
Yeah, they are.
I believe, was it a legal block in the back?
Might have been.
It might have been.
They threw it at the 8.
Let's hope they don't waste any more confetti. But a good play by Jack Welch out there, running a little bit of a curl route, breaks first guy. Jack's a big, athletic, strong guy, breaks that first tackle and just, went to the races.
Just like you said there, Hayden, it was a block in the back, so be a 1st down and 10, I believe, from about the 18, 19-yard line. So they've had 2 touchdowns already called back after blocks and holds.
Hey, why only score 1 touchdown on your first drive, AJ? Let's go for 3 or 4.
Dylan Thompson coming in for Clint Seymour. Welch and Reynolds still in at receiver. For H-back is Hunter Smith, a junior. New running back will be Nicholas McDowell to Daniel's right. 1st down and 10 from the 19. Daniel over the middle to Reynolds, and he's dragging a defender. He might have got the 1st down.
Corbin, a big guy there in the slot. Most times you see a slant go across the middle like that, you see a guy get banged. It seems like Corbin kind of gave him a lick right there.
And drug him for a first down, so it'll be first down and 10 from the 8, or excuse me, first down and goal from the 8. So they're getting their yards and their money's worth here.
And this Loretto offense is just as advertised.
Daniel, hand off to McDowell. He will run into the back of one of his receivers, gets brought down right at the 5-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 will bring up second down and goal from the 5. Stoltz back in at running back for the Mustangs. Reynolds and Welch to the left.
We saw Loretto runs a bunch of fade routes in this situation last year.
And a fumble. And I believe Richland got on it.
That's a tough break.
So the Raiders will take over after the fumble. They'll have a first down and 10 there from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a shaky exchange right there between Stoltz and Daniel. And, Jaden tried to jump back on the ball and just couldn't get on it. Tough break there for the Mustangs offense, though.
And then after just those 2 humongous plays by the Mustangs there, that's a crushing blow for them.
So Bryce Miller has been the starting quarterback for Richland for the past 3 years. Will lead the Raiders back on the field. Very good baseball player, very good quarterback as well. They'll also spread the field. 3 receivers here to the left. I believe that's Colton Trimble to his right in the shotgun. And Miller calls his own number, breaks through a couple tackles. He's going to get that to the 10-yard line. So we'll pick up about 2 to bring up second down at 8.
Yeah, the Mustangs this year, I'm hoping what they can do is those front 7 guys start getting some tackles, because last year what would happen is everybody would kind of get blocked or miss a tackle, and it'd be up to the secondary to make a bunch of those big plays.
Andrew Huff is the running back behind Trimble now. I'll flip the formation a bit. Will be a handoff to Huff over the right side. And he's going to wiggle his way to the 14, so he will be about 3 yards short. We'll bring up third down and 3 here for Richland.
And the thing about Richland, too, AJ, is like I watched a few of their games last year. I went to a few of them as well. But this team, they're not just really explosive. They're just kind of, punch in the face kind of defense and offense as well. So, it's just they beat you in very slow. That's how they are.
Yeah, got some big guys in the trenches.
Miller calls his own number again. And it looks like he got enough for the first down. See what the officials call here, and they will give him a first down. So it will be enough.
Near side official had him at the 16.
Third down conversion there for the Raiders. Some defensive subs for Loretto. Head coach Nick Patterson for Richland is also their play caller. They flip the formation almost a bunch with 3 receivers. Got a big guy out there leading that as well. Miller throws that one over the middle. His intended receiver is Chris Buchanan. He was open, but threw it a bit low, and that window was closing in quickly. So it'll be second down and 10 here for the Raiders.
Yeah, Tidwell closing in right there, number 13. Played a little bit of safety last year. He's moved to inside linebacker, so, got some position changes to kind of fill in for some of the guys they lost last season.
3 sports stars. I'm almost starting to ask myself, is there anything Mason Tidwell can't do?
I'm still trying to figure that out as well.
Miller now going to throw a screen. It's his intended receiver, but doesn't have much to go. Making the catch is Aiden Burleson. And he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, but and that will bring up third down, so he does. So third down and 10 here for the Raiders.
Mason, the backup quarterback for this Mustangs team, laid a pretty good lick right there. I heard from some of the coaches that he ain't afraid to hit, and sophomore linebacker shows it right there.
Nash Petty is the running back beside Miller. So there you go, full spread formation. Miller, straight drop back, and he's going to lob this one up in the air, and that's going to be intercepted by Loretto. Coming up with the interceptions, Jackson Robertson. We interviewed him earlier. And second turnover of the game, first by Richland. And Robertson going to put him right back in the scoring position here off that interception.
So kind of like the earlier game today, AJ, both teams quickly have turnovers on both sides. So let's see who can take advantage.
Yeah, I was talking to Jackson leaving the interview, and I said, how you feeling about tonight? He said, I'm going to show you something. So
He showed us something.
He showed us something right there. So a good play by the Mustangs defensive back.
6:55 remaining in the opening quarter. First down and 10 here for the Mustangs from the Raider 25-yard line. Spread it out again. Welch, Reynolds to the left, Seymour to the right. Your H-back is Hunter Smith to the left. Stoltz running back. Gets a handoff, does have some room, but not much. Gets swallowed up by the interior there of the Raider defensive line. Gets 4 to bring up second down and 6.
I like this confidence that they're showing in Jaden Stoltz right there. You know, that was the same play they just ran that on the last play of the last drive that ended in a fumble. You know, they have enough confidence in this upperclassman to handle the ball on first down on the next drive, get a couple yards.
He actually said it was about a 3-yard gain to bring up second down and 7. Same formation. Daniel fakes a handoff, and he's got Seymour. A throw to the back corner of the end zone, and just overthrew him.
He had him beat too.
And they're going to have, you know, when they have those 3 wide receivers split out, they're going to have Jack and Corbin on the same side. Quimp, you know, in that one-on-one situation right there, because, you know, we saw a bunch of plays last year. You give him a one-on-one opportunity, that 50-50 ball kind of turns into like a 70-30 ball in his favor.
I think you can really do that with all 3 receivers here for Loretto.
Yeah,
as good
it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to beat them.
3rd and 7 coming up for Loretto. Daniel does hand it off. It's McDowell. McDowell breaks the tackle. Gets down the right side. He's going to the corner.
Dived for it.
Looking for flags. No flags, and it will be a Mustang touchdown.
Finally, we get one to stand, AJ. Nicholas McDowell. You know, he didn't get a whole lot of carries last year. You know, Caden Porter got the brunt of those carries, and when he had to come out or something like that, Jaden came in behind him. So McDowell showing some flashes early that he could be a vital piece of this Mustangs offense.
And there goes the confetti. It's a 6-0 Mustang lead. 6:08 remaining here in the first. Made a guy miss and made the best of his opportunity. Patton Simbeck, senior kicker. Pretty good kicker as well, here to attempt the extra point.
And AJ, this kid's got a leg. Talking to some coaches before the game, he had a 55-yarder in practice the other day.
That's a low line drive that gets over the crossbar. 6:08 remaining in the opening quarter. Loretto leads Richland 7-0. We'll have the next Raider drive when we return here on the X Sports Network.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Ead at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Loretto Jamboree, Nicholas McDowell, touchdown run, makes it 7-0, 6:08 remaining in the opening quarter. Simback here to kick it away. Will be no return as Nash Petty comes up, makes the catch at the 10. And the Raiders will start first down and 10 at the 30. Guys, they had a promising start to the previous drive, getting a third down conversion, but an interception. And the Mustangs took advantage and turned it into their first touchdown. So each team has exchanged possessions, but Loretto's the only one that's gotten points off the turnovers.
Yeah, the Mustangs, they have some new guys in the secondary. They lost guys like Kobe Carroll from last year, and they're having to replace them with guys like Jackson Robertson, who made a big play on that last drive. So it's good to see these new faces kind of make an impact early.
Yeah, and then also this Richland group, even though that was a turnover and a miscommunication on their part, but I know this team is very well coached, and they're a very, very disciplined team, so I'm sure they'll be able to march back down the field.
Miller. Screen pass out to Huff, and that one was a swing pass and it was thrown at his ankles and just a bit out of his reach. Falls incomplete to make it second down and 10.
AJ, if they complete that pass, I mean, that's easily 20 yards. I mean, he had blockers in front of them and not really anybody else.
Well, we've seen it like those dump pass all night. Like they are easily going to get you 10 to 15, maybe even 20 or more yards.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard to cover.
3 receivers to the right. Actually, 2 receivers to the right with the tight end. Single receiver to the left. It's Easton Hewitt going in motion. Miller, straight drop back. Now rolling out to his right, facing the pressure. Throws it downfield. And just over Hewitt. He almost made a tremendous catch. So bring up 3rd down and 10 here for the Raiders.
Props to the Mustangs front 7 on that play, AJ. They got in the quarterback's face and made that a tough throw to make.
Good job by Miller.
Yeah.
Escaping the pressure and actually delivering not a bad ball on a run like that.
But like you said, Michael, good job by the defensive line there by Mustangs, getting them out of the pocket and making them run for it.
Well, the problem for them last year is it's kind of like they weren't really getting any push. This year they're looking like they're getting some push, and they were giving quarterbacks all day to make throws.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here for Richland. Miller gets a snap, fakes a handoff. Here comes the pressure. It's a screen pass. Oh. What a move. And that's Huff. He's going to get the first down. Adds a couple more yards. A well-designed play. Good execution by the Raiders. And another 3rd down conversion for Richland.
Yeah, I mean, that screen play was, it was wide open. I mean, the Mustangs down lineman got through, left the running back wide open to get the first down right there, and a missed tackle by the Mustangs.
Yeah, and good heads-up play by Miller, too. He saw them collapse on him, and he just easily just threw it over the top and got it to their running back.
Yeah, he suspiciously got through really quickly. Now Miller going to call through his own number, and good run there by Miller. Looks like he's going to get about 6 or 7 and bring up 2nd down and 4 or 3. They'll give him 7, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 here for the Raiders. Putting together another drive here, guys.
And they're doing it on the ground.
This Raider team not wasting much time. Miller, hand off to Petty up the middle. And he'll get the first down. A couple more yards in the Mustang territory to the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Raiders.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, they're running the ball well, and they're going to keep doing it. It's wearing out this Mustangs defense. As you see, they've having subs come in almost every play.
Guys, it kind of feels like we're watching 2 college offenses. They're getting on the ball. There's no huddle. It's well organized on both sides, and they're just ready to go. Miller straight drop back. Now he's going to fight the pressure, get up through, crosses the 40, gets down to the 1st down marker. It's going to be about a yard short to bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, it looks like a QB draw kind of play right there. The line kind of parted the C for him, and he just ran right back up the middle and got about 9 right there.
So after that big play by Loretto, Richland's doing their thing right now, just slowly making their way down the field.
Miller, the 2nd down and 1. Under 4:30 left to play in the first quarter. Straight drop back, and they're going to throw it over the middle. Just in and out of the hands of Chris Buchanan. 2nd intended pass for Buchanan. So they were trying to take a shot there, guys, when they had a half a yard situation.
I mean, I'm not against throwing the ball on 3rd and 1 because I'm the type of guy that I'll go for it on 4th and 3 or 4, but looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. I mean, for them, 1 yard is almost a gimme,
especially when Miller.
So we'll be 3rd and 1. They've already converted a pair of 3rd down conversions so far in this game. They're going to go tight here in the wing tee. I believe that's a new quarterback as well. And a quick toss to Huff. He'll have the 1st down and more. And he'll get it across the 35 down to about the 32-33, and another 1st down for the Raiders.
And show it, bringing out a completely different formation. They've been running a little bit of a spread offense, and they come to a wing tee right there to get that 1 yard.
Ran it pretty quick, got that toss, and took advantage of it.
I mean, we saw with Lawrence County last night, a wing tee, when you got some good backs like Richland does, it's hard to defend.
Miller back in at quarterback. Going to call his own number, a very good read option, and Miller believes going to get the 1st down. 11-yard pickup down to the 22. Will be 1st down and 10 for the Raiders again.
I mean, just when you think the Mustangs are going to get a break right there, good play by the Richland quarterback to pull that one and get it for about 11 yards.
Miller's been impressive on this drive with his decision-making. Another 1st down here for the Raiders. 3:30 remaining in the opening frame. It's a handoff to Huff. He's got room over the left side.
Good tackle.
Down by Robertson that time, and Robertson saves what could have been a big play for the Raiders again and keeps that at a 4-yard gain.
And good open field one-on-one tackle out there by Jackson Robertson. I mean, in high school it's hard to make plays like that, and Robertson showing you why he's out there on defense.
Spreading it out a little bit more here. Miller hands off to Nash Petty over the right side. He's got a big hole. Cuts it upfield. And that's going to be a first down. And a first down and goal coming up for the Raiders.
Once again, Richland also converts, and they get another first down. So they're doing their thing right now.
This has been an impressive drive here by Richland.
Absolutely.
Yeah, their offensive line is eating Loretto alive right now.
Miller, hand off to Petty again. Petty cuts it up, and he gets swallowed up there.
He finally figured it out.
Senior Connor Pope right there.
Yeah, Connor Pope catching it like he catches a slider in the dirt and keeps that to, I don't think they gained a yard.
I would say line of scrimmage right there. Good play by the senior outside linebacker.
On second and goal, good tackle. Yep.
Yeah, second and goal here from the 10. 2:10 remaining in the first. Miller fakes a handoff, now calls his own number. Gets up the middle and will fight his way to the 6. So 4-yard pickup, bring up third down and goal here for Richland.
And it looks like Richland's bringing in an entire new offensive line, so they might be going back to that wing T look here on the 6-yard line, AJ.
I don't think Miller's in
That'll be a new quarterback as well. You're right. They went whole line change.
Yeah, and you don't see that a lot. Most guys, they're happy if they have 5 offensive linemen. Richland showing that they got 10.
Blaine Woodard is the new quarterback, and they're going
back
to that tight wing T formation under a minute 30 left.
And you got 22 guys within a foot and a half of the ball.
Hand it off to the big guy up the middle, and the big guy rumbles for a Raider touchdown. And he handed that one.
We got us a ball game, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, Richland came back and took, it felt like 20 minutes off the clock, and they've run it down here at the end of the first quarter. Methodical, slow drive, running the ball, just punching your mouth, and then they've up the extra point away from tying this ball game up.
Started on the 30 on this drive and took it all the way down to the end zone.
Luke Eastlick was the one that took it 6 yards in. So they're now a point away. Cone Trimble on to attempt the extra point. And
hooked that one.
Misses it to the right. So Mustangs still lead at 7-6 with a minute 19 left in the first quarter. That will take a break here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make it as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
This is the X Sports Network.
A 6-yard touchdown run by Luke Eastlick has made it a 7-6 game here as Loretto leads Richland with a minute 19 left in the first quarter. Extra point was no good, so kickoff coming up here for Loretto will be no return. They'll start at their 30-yard line as Maxwell sends this one away, and it's goes out of bounds, and then a couple unsuspecting ball boys got ran over in the process, so first down.
Hey, I like that effort.
Yeah, you do. You do. Hey, everyone's got to keep your head on the swivel.
Oh, especially out here.
Field.
I mean, I think a football field's worse than a baseball field. You know, you got to watch for a stray foul ball in baseball. Football, you got a whole person coming at you.
Yeah. You know, baseball weighs, 8 ounces?
Yeah.
Football, you could have 300-plus coming your way. And the way some of these 300-plus pound guys move nowadays.
Yeah.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Converted on their last drive and had a pretty good first drive until a fumble inside the 5-yard line. Carter Daniel, new running back into the game, Andrew Riley. Riley with a pretty good pickup. Give him 8 on that one. Bring up second down and 2.
Yeah, Riley, a sophomore running back. He played some inside linebacker last year and will probably still do that this year. I mean, he's not going to be the kind to get hit. He's going to lay the hit, and you saw it right there.
Flip the formation a bit. 2 receivers still left with an H-back, 1 to the right. Daniel straight drop back. Throws, and he's got a wide open Jack Welch. Runs the guy over. Still going. And he nice stiff arm. He takes inside the 10. It will be a Mustang touchdown. Jack Welch with a highlight catch and run.
Oh, my goodness, Jack Welch. Looks like they ran a little bit of a slant route right there. Corbin in the flat, and Jack takes it, lays the lick, and then just carries him.
And the stiff arm, too, and the confetti. Man.
Unreal.
Kid comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spent some time injured last year and comes back, and maybe he got a little extra pep in his step tonight.
Yeah.
62-yard pitch and catch between Daniel and Welch. Send back on to attempt the extra point.
Yeah. He deserves to sit down. That was a good play by him.
That kick is up. And that kick is good.
Yeah, and that play right there, AJ showed, would you believe now that Caden Porter and Jack Welch are first cousins?
I can believe it. So after that, it's a 14-6 Loretto lead with 41 seconds left in the first. We'll take a short break after the next Raider drive when we return on the Exports Network.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Carter Daniel hits Jack Welch, and Welch does the rest for an exciting 62-yard pitch and catch. It's a 14-6 Loretto lead with 41 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So Richland, it seemed like guys had the momentum, and then 2 plays later goes right back to the guys in black and gold.
Yeah, it's easy for Carter to look good when he's got guys like that around him. I mean, just get your guys the ball and let them do the rest. And what a play right there by the Mustangs
It's like
receiver.
hitting Hooker to Jalen Hyde.
Oh, yeah.
Just get it to him and let him go.
That was Brew McCoy right there.
Yeah,
just run you over.
McCoy, Cedric Tillman, something like that.
Send back on to attempt the kick, and this one's a high end over end kick, and it's fielded and no return. So send it to the 30-yard line. Raiders last drive, guys, on the backs of some good hard-nosed running, took it 70 yards into the end zone on that drive, and we're going to try to do it to answer what Loretto just did.
Yeah, and that last Mustangs drive took every bit of 30 seconds. So that Mustangs defense is going out there still kind of gassed from that last drive. We'll see if they can get a quick stop and get that offense back out there and kind of try to have a prolonged drive.
First down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Another spread formation here by the Raiders. Miller back at quarterback. So I think we still blame Woodard at quarterback here for the Raiders. And he calls his own number. And they say his knee went down.
Oh, he lost yards.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 yards.
Actually, I'm going to be honest. I think they thought Huff had the ball.
I do too. They blew the whistle.
The
quarterback went down about the line of scrimmage, so that's where they've marked it. But I think I thought the running back had the ball as well. So I mean,
yeah.
But the officials are down there with them, so.
Yeah, they did. He did get back to original line of scrimmage. So good on the officials to correct their mistakes. So we'll be second down and 10 here. Now 3 seconds left here in the quarter. Woodard does get it off in time. Quick throw out to the outside. It's Alonzo Alvarez. He makes the catch for about a 5-yard gain to bring up 3rd down and 5. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. Loretto leads this one 14-6. We'll have the start of the second when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
This is the X Sports Network.
3rd down and 4 here for the Raiders as they start the second quarter. Got a screen pass here. He is going to get just enough for a first down. Aiden Burleson on the catch. Another 3rd down conversion. I think they've converted every 3rd down so far in this Jamboree. And the Raiders going to move the sticks 1st down and 10 from their own 43.
Yeah, a good wide receiver screen right there. He had 3 offensive linemen in front of him, so all he had to do was kind of just maneuver around the couple of Mustang defenders that were out there, and it was an easy 4 yards to pick up.
Nash Petty beside Woodard here out of the shotgun. There'll be a handoff to Petty, and Petty gets tripped up. Good job there by the interior of the Loretto defense. Making the tackle there was Eric Rawson.
And, I've been told this kid is an absolute beast, Eric. I mean, he was a freshman my senior year. I played soccer with him. He played football that year. Didn't get as much play time, but, I mean, this kid's massive now.
Rawson's been in the backfield on a couple of occasions, the first time he's actually gotten home. So new personnel in the game for Richland. Woodard's still a quarterback, straight drop back. He's facing some pressure and intended receivers Easton Hewitt.
The whole left side of
I was about to say, if that
coming.
quarterback tried to turn back.
He had 3 guys coming after him.
There wasn't much going to go right there.
Yeah.
And that's the result that happened there for Richland.
At that point, you just got to throw it out of bounds.
There was a play like that. I remember when Loretto played for us last year. There was a rollout design play, and a kid turned around and a linebacker just met him. And, the Forest had a freshman quarterback. That kid, I commend him for getting back up after that. He took a lick.
3rd down and 11 here for the Raiders. 3 receivers still left, 1 to the right. And Woodard makes a great play, just lobs this one up. That's pass interference.
I believe that's going to be offensive pass interference.
Aylin Kennedy.
They might. I don't know. I mean, it looked like it was pushing both ways.
Aylin Kennedy was the intended receiver there for Richland.
I think that's got to be on Kennedy.
Nice. A little bit of a conference.
And now we have a conference here.
Well, he's made the pass interference call. Now he's just trying to
figure out who did it.
They can't pick it up.
I mean, if you can't decide at that point, just pick it up.
And they are going to pick it up, guys.
They are going to pick it up. Well,
so it'll be 4th down and 11. Loretto fans don't agree with that, but guys, honestly, that was going to go the other way against Loretto. So,
well, I mean, you saw the Mustangs defender right there push, but I mean, it was kind of.
It was both ways.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little push and shoving both ways. You see Mustangs photos. Kyle Johnson right there getting some good shots in.
Coach Nick Patterson having a conference here with the officials on the other end. Doesn't really like that call. So it looks like Maybe the punt unit coming on here for Richland.
I get it, but this is a Jamboree game. Come on, let's just play.
Well, I mean, I've seen some strange things at some Loretto football games, so picking up a flag and throwing it back down wouldn't be the strangest thing I've ever seen. A strange punt formation here. It's not very far back.
Punt this looks like it's Jake Sands. Can't really tell his number from here.
Quint Seymour is the returner.
And Seymour back to return, and Fair caught it and picks it up at about the 29. So that's where the Raiders will. That was Landon Harbison that kicked that one away. So we'll be first down and 10 at the 29 for the Raiders. Excuse me, the Mustangs. 10:47 here remaining in the second quarter.
And all Loretto needs to do is just go down, score another touchdown. I mean, it seems like they only have 14 points on the board, but they scored 4 touchdowns tonight. It's just 2 of them were called back. If they can clean up the penalties, which there have been a ton of tonight, both games.
But we talked about yesterday today, and I keep mentioning first, time they're seeing this game, this season, competition, their level.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to get the kinks out and get the bad stuff out early. That's what we say.
Daniel. And fakes a handoff, throws it over the middle, Corbin Reynolds, and that one falls incomplete.
That was thrown just behind him there. So, it was a good pass and a good look, just thrown just a little bit behind him.
Second down and 10 here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Corbin Reynolds' slant is almost a guaranteed first down.
And a Jack Welch catch is a guaranteed touchdown.
Just give it to him and let him throw everyone else around.
Now they're really going to spread the formation here. Stoltz at running back for the Loretto.
Welch is on the left side.
They will hand it to Stoltz.
Counter.
Stoltz fumbles.
He fumbles it.
And
That's Richland.
the Richland's on it.
Ah, man. Tough break by Stelson. I believe that's his second fumble. Man.
Aiden Burleson falls on it. The Raiders going to take over here with great field position. Second fumble by Loretto.
Yeah, and that's going to be a little bit of their kryptonite this year. They've got new running backs and guys that haven't got as many reps. So, turnovers like that, fumbles are really going to hurt them this year.
But, hey, listen, I know Nick Moore, he's probably mad right now, but, hey, he's not going to come at you in a bad way.
No.
Like, he's going to be fine.
He's going to challenge you.
He's going to be just fine this year. You can't say anything bad about the kid right now.
So Woodard will stay a quarterback here. Does have a new running back behind him. Straight drop back.
And 3 more come at him.
What a good play there by Easton Hewitt. Somehow made that catch. We'll pick up about 4 on the play to bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, tough catch out there by the Richland receiver. He knew he was getting hit as soon as he caught it, and might as well make the catch.
Yeah, brace yourself.
10-10 remaining here in this Jamboree. Eastlick is the running back beside Woodard. It's like a whole new receivers into the game for the Raiders.
I would expect some sort of action to the near side, AJ.
And Eastlick will get the handoff.
Good tackle.
Speaking of Rawson.
Eric Rawson.
In the backfield, that's going to be a 2-yard loss to bring up third down and 8.
That was the second time I believe Richland's ran that play tonight, and both times it's just been blown up.
Yeah, Eric Rawson got in the backfield that time. We saw Connor Pope get in the backfield the last time they ran it, and this Mustangs defense is getting some. They'll get 3 or 4 on the first, on first down, but this Mustangs defense is holding on second down. Let's see if they can do the same on third.
Eastlick staying at running back. Woodward at quarterback. And fakes the handoff, rolling out to his left as an open receiver, and he can't hang on to it. Intended for Jaden Pryor. Falls incomplete to bring up fourth down and 8.
Yeah, that slot receiver out there had nobody on him. They had an outside linebacker kind of position on him, but the Mustangs ran a little bit of a man blitz out there, and he was just wide open, just couldn't make the catch.
Looks like we're going to keep the offense on the field here. Why not?
Yeah, it's fourth and, I'd say medium, 7-8 yards, and you're down 8 with 9 minutes to go, and this Mustangs offense, I would bet, are going to score the next time they get the ball.
Yeah, but I say don't let them give a chance to run down the clock, or even worse, let them score.
Fourth down and 8, 9:14 remaining. Woodard drops back, going to throw it up, and overthrows his intended receiver. And the Mustangs will take over first down and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
AJ, I have been really proud of this Mustangs defense tonight. All we talked about in the offseason, can they get better? Can they get better? They're losing some guys. They had a rough defense last year. 6 points to a Richland team that's returning an experienced quarterback. They've lost some guys, but they're bringing back a bunch of their offense from last year, and they've held them to 6 points so far through a quarter and a couple minutes.
Carter Daniel back on the field, 9:08 remaining. Loretto leading Richland 14-6.
I mean, Jack Welch doesn't have anybody on him right now, so.
He does. Or now they do. Daniel drops back, steps up, and throw for Reynolds over the middle, makes the catch. Reynolds.
Oh, my goodness.
Big stiff arm, but does step out of bounds there at the 31-yard line.
What a stiff arm.
I don't know what was more impressive right there. The move by Reynolds or did you see the block that Welch had? His flat back to kid.
A bunch of highlight plays.
So the Mustangs with another big play, back in position to score again.
And the crazy thing, AJ, Quincy Moore has yet to touch the ball tonight. And he would be arguably their most experienced receiver. This being his third year with the Mustangs.
Riley, a running back here, Daniel. Hands off to Riley, goes over the right side, gets a good block. He'll get the first down and more. Cuts up field, breaks a tackle, and it will be
a flag,
Mustang touchdown, but we do have a flag down on the field.
We got a hold. I believe that's Quincy Moore on the far side.
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. I saw it, and I was like, I wonder if they're going to call a hold on that.
They will.
He kind of tackled his defensive back on him, and
so to make
another touchdown off the board for the Mustangs.
That's 3 touchdowns. Yep, taken called back by either a hold or a block in the back.
And you hate it for Riley. I mean, that was a heck of a run. I mean, found the hole, shot the gap, and just made a couple moves and got in the end zone.
So a touchdown, that's going to bring it back 5 yards.
10
yards.
So it'll be first down and 15. 8:47 remaining here.
10 from the spot, so it's like.
We're still trying to figure it out up here.
Daniel, straight drop back. Double move on the outside. Speaking of Seymour, and that's going to be pass interference. 2 flags on the play. So Loretto, after getting penalized, gets another penalty back, which more than likely would be a first down.
Pick and choose. Both of them were pass interference.
Hey, you know what? I mean, Seymour, he gets the holding call. You go back to him, let him draw pass interference, get those yards back.
So that's going.
Will be pass interference against Richland. And should be a Mustang first down, and it will be. It's not automatic at the high school level, but if the 15 that you get off pass interference eclipses a first down, you get a first down. Why these aren't unified rules from the NFL down to high school, I don't know, because when you're dealing with...
I personally hate the NFL pass interference rule. The spot foul, I think that is terrible, but I'm a big fan of the college 15 yards automatic first down.
Yeah, because in NFL, you just throw it up there and say, it's not even just a pass you're going to throw, and you just throw it up there.
Huge hole here.
That's a touchdown.
And going into the end zone will be Nicholas McDowell, runs over another defender, and that is a Mustang touchdown.
McDowell with his second touchdown of the night. He didn't even have to hit that guy, Hayden. I feel like he just wanted to get a little more action and completely bowls over the Raider defensive back. And some more confetti. I mean, I guess they hit up Walmart pretty good earlier.
20-yard score and sent back on to attempt the extra point. Team leading 20-6, and it's missing a holder.
It's supposed to be Quincy Moore because Brandon Snyder is hurt, and Quincy Moore is talking to wide receiver coach.
They need a holder.
And there goes Seymour. He's talking to wide receiver coach Matt Rawson, and
can't celebrate now. And it looks like I'm seeing Reynolds on. I believe those guys are done for the night.
I would believe so too. 2-score lead with 8 minutes. Get some of these young guys in. Let them get a feel for the game.
Comes the extra point. Kick is up.
Line drive.
And the kick is good. 8:32 remaining in the second quarter. Loretto leads Richland 21-6. We'll have the next Raider drive when we return on the Exports Network.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Loretto Jamboree, another touchdown by the Mustangs makes it 21-6, 8:32 remaining. Send back to kick this one off, a lone line drive, and fielded, and with no return, Raiders will start off first down and 10 from their own 30.
That was impressive right there, that kick. I don't think it got more than 5 feet off the ground, and it went 40 yards.
So the Raider offense will come back on the field.
And AJ, I believe we're at the point of the Jamboree now where we're going to start seeing some of these younger guys get some reps at some positions that they might be filling in the next couple of years, or maybe even try to win a spot right here.
Yeah, it's, sometimes you'll see in Jamborees, the varsity takes the first quarter and the JV takes the second.
AJ, we talked about it last night. I mean, we have a heck of a crowd here tonight. The Loretto fan base, and it's still some Summertown fans scattered here and there, but it's a pretty good crowd tonight for just it was iffy weather. Up to this point, it's been well, but hot. And students have showed out as well with a lot of confetti.
And Richland made the trip over here as well. Good fan base as Woodard pumps fake. So throw this one downfield at an open man, just overthrew him.
I mean, that ball 5 yards shorter, you could be counting 6 more for Richland out there. I mean, he had a step and a half on the guy. Loretto defensive back. Can't tell who that is over there in coverage, but.
Second down and 10 coming up here for Loretto. Woodard's got an arm on him, guys.
Yeah, he's aired it out several times.
He does. You'll see him throughout the course of the regular season for the Raiders. He'll get a couple drives every now and again. Second down and 10 coming up. Woodard does give the handoff, and the Loretto defense was there in a heartbeat.
Number 35.
It looked like just a late handoff there by Richland.
Yeah.
Good tackle.
Almost like a read option look,
Yeah.
and Woodard finally got it to Harmon, but Harmon maybe picked up a foot or two on that.
And that's being generous. But, I mean, we're seeing a bunch of, backups now, second-string guys, but this Loretto defense has kept the intensity up tonight.
3rd and 10. Spread formation coming up here for the Raiders. Woodard straight drop back, rolling out to his left. We'll throw it deep downfield. And what a catch!
My goodness.
What a great job by the wideout. He's going to cut upfield, and that's Austin Eastley making the catch and picking up another 3rd down conversion for the Raiders.
Heck of a job by the Raiders quarterback rolling out and just throwing up a prayer. Receiver kept his eyes on the ball. The defensive back kind of wasn't looking, paying attention, and Raiders are in the red zone now.
Having some personnel trying to get on and off the field here for Loretto.
I mean, it's 21-6, and even though we got probably the second strings in, there's still time for Richland to make a play.
It's a handoff to Luke Eastlick this time over the left side. And a couple Mustangs bring him down for about a 3-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 7.
I'll tell you, these Richland running backs, I mean, they run hard.
They do.
I mean, they're not afraid of contact, and they've shown that all night, whether it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or even 4th guy.
2nd down and 7. Some more new personnel coming in. We're seeing about the same group of receivers here for Richland, but kind of interchanging the running backs. Back in the backfield, it's Blaine Harmon now. He'll get the handoff from Woodard this time, and
man,
good stick there by the Mustangs.
Talk about getting stuffed.
Making the play there was Sam Creekmore on the stop.
and Sam's a hard hitter. I mean, heard him playing in middle school ball, and he was a heck of a player. And seeing him bring that over to the high school level is a big help to the Mustangs defense as they're trying to work some more personnel in and out.
1 yard pickup makes it 3rd down and 6 here for the Raiders. Been very good on 3rd down, kind of winning the situational battles at times. Woodard out of the pistol, and now we're going to have a timeout called here by Richland with 6:07 remaining in the 2nd quarter, and we will take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And be 3rd down and 6 coming up here for Richland. 6:07 remaining. They burned their first timeout.
One thing I've liked, I mean, neither team has really gone through some timeouts until this point.
Woodard straight drop back. Feeling some pressure, and he fumbles the ball. Scooped up by Loretto. And he is going to take this one all the way back. That is Tice Bromley with the scoop and score, and the Mustangs lead at 27-6.
And AJ on the sideline, the first 3 guys down there, Corbin Reynolds, Carter Daniel, and Jackson Robertson. You got your starters showing some love to your defense and your backups. I mean, you'll love to see the confidence in your second-string guys.
Good pressure by the Loretto interior, and then Bromley does the rest. Scoop, score. Nobody there that could really challenge him, and he took it all the way to the house. As good as their offense is going to be, and we know it's going to be good, if they can add some pick sixes, some scoops and
if their
scores.
defense can do this year, I mean, look out.
Yeah.
If they can get some defensive stops, some turnovers, and maybe even some defensive touchdowns like that, I mean, only the sky's the limit for this team.
Yeah, well, Michael, I look at this Loretto team, and I'm glad to see that they're, truly one of the best teams they've had in program history, but I'm also concerned as a Lawrence County fan because this team looks really good.
Yeah.
Simbeck on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:49 remaining in the 2nd. Loretto leads at 28-6. We'll take a short break here on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
This is the X Sports Network.
Tice Bromley scoop and scores, made it 28-6 Loretto with 5:49 remaining here in the back half of the Jamboree. Simbeck here will kick it away for Loretto. So each side has had 2 turnovers, and Loretto's converted both of those turnovers into points, and Richland converted one of their turnovers into points. No, they didn't. Or did they?
I believe Richland has 3 turnovers because they had the turnover on downs.
Oh, yeah.
So Loretto's only had 1 and Richland has 3.
That doesn't count as an official turnover.
Same thing.
Yeah. Low line drive kick by Simbeck, fielded at the 11, but will be no return. Raiders will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 30. So it was another promising drive by Richland, and unfortunately had a bad ending to it.
Yeah, the Mustangs, what they have done tonight that's impressed me the most is their defense has capitalized on Richland's mistakes, and they've taken their breaks when they get them. You know, last year, it felt like there were a couple of plays where it'd be like 3rd and 14, 3rd and 12, and the other team, they convert the opposing team, and then, you know, maybe ended up scoring on that drive. And those are momentum killers for, you know, even your offense. So I'm glad to see them take advantage this season.
First down and 10 here from the 30. Woodard still a quarterback. Looks like he's got Blaine Harmon behind him and running back. Woodard throws it over to the left. It's his intended receiver in Eastlake. And Eastlake's going to turn that into an 8-yard gain to make it 2nd down and 2.
Loretto subbing in some more defensive backs here. Richland ran a 4 wide receiver set right there, and it looked like Loretto was in a 4-3 with just 2 defensive backs and 2 safeties.
I really don't even know if Loretto was set because I was counting, and one of the guys tried to get in. I only believe they only had 10 guys on the field.
And they may have. I mean, when you get to these backup scenarios, I mean, there's just the slot receiver right here for Richland.
Wide open.
Wide open.
And they find him and can't complete the pass.
A little bit behind him.
Intended receiver is Cameron Stinnett. Do they have 11?
As you see running back coach Nick Moore over there talking to Jaden Stoltz.
Yeah.
Giving him some encouragement. I didn't have the best night. I had 2 fumbles, but I mean, it's really opened up the gate for other backs like Nicholas McDowell and Andrew Rowley to show what they got.
3rd and 2 coming up here for the Raiders as they break the huddle. Spread formation.
I believe Loretto's just running some zone defense because, I mean, there's some guys that.
Quick throw. It's his intended receiver.
Nope.
Out of
BJ. Step out of bounds there.
Oh, BJ Stinnett. No, they said he dropped it.
I would say that he didn't catch it there.
Oh, he dropped it? Oh, wow.
So it looks like the punt
Referee
unit
was signaling
might be
incomplete.
coming on the field here for Richland.
What I'm really eager to see is this Loretto Mustangs is kind of the second stringers on offense. We saw Mason Tidwell warming up earlier after the last Mustangs touchdown on offense.
So Richland brings the punt unit on 4th and 2, and we're having a lot of personnel subbing in and out.
Head coach Barry Daniel down there on the sidelines talking to some of his stat keepers.
Hanley Thornton back deep to return. Punt is on its way. Thornton will field it about the 32-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will take over. 1st down and 10. So new offense in a way will be coming on the fields here for Loretto.
Yeah, we got a new quarterback, Mason Tidwell.
Mason Tidwell. Do everything sophomore.
Yeah.
Great basketball player, really good baseball player, and see him at middle linebacker there on the defensive side, now playing quarterback.
And if he can, we've seen, Carter, he's a pitcher, got a good velocity, got a cannon. We'll see if Mason can, he's sitting low 80s as a freshman, which is, unheard of almost, and now in the backfield.
Yep. Austin Riley, Andrew Riley, excuse me, the running back. Tidwell will hand it over to Riley, go over the left side. And he'll get upfield. He'll get the 1st down and more, tipping down the sideline into Raider territory. And he will go out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
It was a good run right there by Riley. I mean, he was getting dragged down almost, like a horse collar style tackle, and the ability to keep his balance and gain those couple extra yards really helped out.
Give credit to, I'm not sure who it was that made that block there, but it was a great block for him.
5:24 remaining here in the quarter. And go power formation here a bit, guys. They'll throw it out quickly over to the right side. And he's got a lot of speed. Jackson Robertson down the sidelines, and he'll take it to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 1st downs for the Mustangs.
Got a defensive back coming in, a receiver in the slot, a little bit of a swing play screen, and I mean, he shows the wheels right there, and Jackson is one of the most unbelievable athletes I know, but this is going to come back for holding, isn't it?
Yep. So it's be about 1st down and 12 or 1st down and 13.
I mean, we were talking about last night with Dusty. You know, it feels like if there's a big run in high school football, it's coming back.
Oh.
So what do we do when Aaron Rodgers flames out in New York and Dusty's completely wrong?
Probably the same thing you're going to do to me when Texas loses to Alabama.
Heckle.
just let me hear it.
Never let you live it down.
Well, here we go.
New running back into the game and gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, and Jaden Powell.
I'm going to make sure he never hears the end of it from me.
Now, what do we do when Texas makes the playoff? Do we wake up and turn the Xbox off? Is that what we do?
I just hope Jesus comes back before that happens.
There's only one shade of orange.
Yeah, I'm telling you. There's
And I
nothing
actually
more
don't-
annoying than Texas fans. You guys think some of your
I don't know,
fans
Notre Dame fans
in
will
the
be bad.
SEC are annoying? Texas takes it up to a notch.
That's a jump.
And we have a
little bit of everything. Looks
Yeah.
like some jumps, some
I
false
believe
starts.
that's on Richland.
Yeah, false start
They're going to call it
against
on the Mustangs.
Loretto.
I think if you jump back in time, then it's not offsides.
5 yards. It's going to make it second down,
25.
18, second down, 17.
Yeah.
Second down is 18.
Excuse me, 18.
Student
Having some-
section
yeah.
having some fun with Alyssa Green. Tidwell. Getting out of the grass, trying to get upfield. He's going to get the first down and more, guys. What a move. Mason Tidwell is going to take that one into the end zone. And incredible.
Is there anything this kid can't? I mean, we're still looking for something that he has trouble with, and it looked like Eli Manning on the helmet catch play, and then just takes off for 50-yard touchdown.
53 yards for the Mustang touchdown. Makes it 34-6.
I mean, I'm speechless right now. I mean, the backups, the starters, I mean, there's been no drop-off.
Send back on for the extra point again.
I mean, I was expecting this 35 from Loretto, but the 6 from Richland has been a surprise for sure.
Sendback's kick is up. True and right down the middle. 35-6 with 3:54 remaining. Take a short break after the next Raider Drive. We return here on the X Sports Network.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Back at the Loretto Jamboree, it's been all Mustangs. They lead at 35-6 with 3:54 remaining after a Mason Tidwell 53-yard touchdown run. Simbeck's kick, high end over end kick, fielded at the 6 and be brought back to the 30-yard line. So we'll have even more youth going into the game here for Loretto as this one's all said and done for the most part, guys.
I mean, we might have a couple more scores here and there in the last 4 minutes of this game, but yeah, we're gonna get some young guys in here and maybe even let a freshman or sophomore that's out there right now try to win a spot. I mean, with high school football and as much as the Mustangs defense subs, I mean, there's almost an open door at any position.
New quarterback into the game will be Brooks Bratton, the sophomore. It looks like Huff joining him in the backfield. Some of the same receivers out in the game for the Raiders. Bratton, he'll have a straight drop back. He'll throw it over the middle, and he took a shot there, guys.
Yeah, just a bull rush up the middle from the Mustangs front 7. And it looks like they were kind of running a little bit of a prevent defense right there. It seems like they sent 4 and dropped 7 in zone.
It's Harley McMasters on the pressure there for Loretto.
That's the Mustang starting center.
Or it might have been 62. Let's see, Hunter Bearden.
Oh, okay. I believe he's a freshman or sophomore.
Braden here will get the snap, and looks like a bit of miscommunication, but he hits his receiver in the flat. It's taken out of bounds. Be about a 3-yard gain there to number 18, Cameron Stennett. Actually, about 4-yard gain. They'll bring a 3rd down and 6 here for the Raiders.
Cameron Stennett. Pick up a 4, 3rd down and 6.
3:41 and a clock that just doesn't seem like it's going to roll at any point.
Yeah, I mean, Richland, running out of bounds right there definitely kept that from happening, but a run play right here will keep it going.
And
he got it.
I think he got it.
Yeah.
It's a good little run there by Brody Waldron. Freshman's going to pick up the 1st down. Another 3rd down conversion by the Raiders.
Yeah, just a little bit of a draw play right there. Got 8, needed 6. So this Richland offense going to stay on the field for a little bit longer.
And so I believe Richland, they've converted all their 3rd downs except I believe 1 or 2 of them so far this game. So a few bright spots for Richland here, or Richland, excuse me.
Spread formation as Bratton takes the snap. He'll throw this one over the middle. He has an open man, and Stennett. Stennett makes the catch down to the 30-yard line, and an explosive play by the Raiders. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, Loretto trying to run a safety blitz right there, brought down the strong safety and went to a 1-high safety, which led an outside linebacker on that slot receiver and just wide open.
Just outside the 30-yard line.
There we go. Trying to get your friend over here to get in line.
Hey, I mean,
the poor official's arm's going to come off as much as he was trying to roll it over here. Bratton does hand it off up the middle, and he is met by 3 Mustangs in the backfield. Nowhere to go on that one. Max Short, first one to get there for the Mustangs.
Max, another promising young player on this Mustangs defense.
Go to 2:30 remaining here in the Jamboree. Brad drops back, throws it off his back foot, just a bit in short for his intended receiver. Brings up 3rd down and 12.
He may have caught a break throwing it off his back foot right there, AJ. He had a corner covering that dig perfectly, so short in that one may have saved us going back the other way.
Student section wants someone in the game.
So we've got a little Rudy scenario going on.
Rudy. Bratton takes the snap. Throws it off the back foot again, and we're going to get pass interference there.
Maybe holding.
He was being held there for sure.
Either or. Yeah, there was a flag.
Not exactly sure who Matthew is, but the student section wants him.
Will be pass interference against the Mustangs and be another Raider 1st down with 2:10 remaining. So do get credit for a 3rd down conversion, even off a penalty.
We'll give it to them. Hey, I mean, they've been almost perfect in it, and you feel bad because the couple of times they didn't pay off, the Mustangs went back down the field and scored.
Definitely a lucky break by Richland there because that probably would have been an interception as well.
Yeah.
And Bratton here will take the snap. Throws it down at an open Eastlick, and Eastlick drops it. Would have been another 1st down. Instead, will be 2nd down and 10.
Slant by Richland there. It was Easton.
Eastlick.
Yeah.
2nd down and 18.
.206 remaining. Bratton hands it off up the middle. Not much going there for Brody Waldron. Yeah, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. He'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Stop made by number 62,
Tell you what, there's two young kids down there, and we've got some textbook tackling going on.
Hey, I mean, you love to see it. Listen.
That's a little dirty there. That's a little bit too much UFC.
I've been coming to games here since I was like 5, and the football games that went on back behind these bleachers would rival the ones going on the field. I'll just put it that way.
Every high school is Bratton throws that one
That's
up. That's intercepted. And taken the other way. Could we have another defensive touchdown? And it's Harley Thornton. Takes it into the end zone. That will be a Mustang touchdown. Hanley.
Rub it in a little bit. I mean, wow. I mean, listen, I could have predicted Loretto putting up this many points, but 2 defensive touchdowns, I mean, that was not on my bingo card for the night.
So they've had more defensive scores than they have actually offensively.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah.
So it's 41-6 with 1:18 remaining.
Patton Simbeck's leg might be getting tired. And if the Mustangs hit this extra point, they'll have scored more points than they did in 4 quarters against Richland last year in 1 half.
And the kick is up. That kick is good. 1:18 remaining. It was good, so they lead at 42-6. We'll just keep it here, guys. Final 1:18. Even though it's not the game exactly Richland was hoping for, guys, I think they played pretty well.
Yeah.
The scoreboard doesn't show it at all. It's kind of a deceiving thing there, but their offense has gone up and down the field a bunch of times. They've converted a bunch on 3rd down, hit a couple explosive plays, just unfortunately have given up some explosive plays, and a pick 6 and a scoop and score haven't really helped their chances either.
Yeah, and especially with them being late in the game, Richland trying to kind of work their way back into it, to make the scoreboard not look as bad, and they get down the field, and then, the fumble and the pick 6 right there just kind of adding insult to injury, pouring a little salt on the wound.
Yeah, but hey, give credit to Loretto, though. They've showed up on both sides of the ball here, and they've just completely dominated this game from both ends on the defensive side and the offensive side. So I'm looking forward to see what Loretto does the rest of the season. I'm sure Richland will be more than ready for him next time.
Yeah, I was about to say, this has opened my eyes to what, because this is a jamboree. This isn't the type of game that
you're not going to see all your starters.
No, and you're not going to see your starters all game as that ball's live.
Not in a jamboree.
So we're going to get another turnover, but, you're not going to see all your explosive plays. You're not going to see your guys going out there really, 110% every play. I'm pumped up for this year now.
1:18 left. Raiders will head back on the field, close this one out.
And again, this doesn't affect either team's record so far, so neither team should be worried about win or loss here. Well, for Loretto, you got to be hyped up that in-state rival and in-region rival to beat them like you did tonight. It's going to be. They're going to be some happy Mustang fans tonight for sure.
Oh, yeah, and especially getting the, this is kind of look at this like a tune-up game kind of. It wasn't supposed to be, but you kind of look at this as a tune-up game to get your guys' morale high going into the season.
So Bratton back behind center with Huff behind him at running back. Throws up and over. He's got an open man, and it's Eastlick who drops it.
Just thrown a little behind.
And 2nd down and 10 here for Richland.
And I'm impressed how the Mustangs, they've have a little bit of a new coaching staff this year. They got Nick Moore, coaching running backs, and Colin Stout coaching defensive backs. A couple new guys. It's nice to see them coming out here and not really leaving off where the kind of picking up where the last coaching staff left off.
Looks like your offensive coordinator, Coach Glass, is also the get-back coach.
Yeah.
He's shoving a few of those varsity guys back behind the line. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Raiders. Bratton hands off this note, calls his own number and breaks the tackle. Doesn't go much anywhere after that. It loses about 4 or maybe 3 to bring up 3rd down and 13.
They're usually pretty generous with those, so they'll probably just mark it at the 27. Tell you what, these front 7 guys for Loretto have probably gotten more steps getting on and off the field than they have on the field.
They're getting their steps in for the day.
And that's why those guys run sprints.
Yeah.
So Braden back behind center, 3rd down and 13. Goes over the middle. That one's tipped and into the black hole, falls incomplete. So punt team will come on for Richland.
27 seconds remaining in the contest. We appreciate all 4 teams coming out tonight for the 2023
So Richland gets the punt unit here on the field.
Looking forward to a good season for all 4 teams.
Here comes the punt. Pretty decent punt. And off of Thornton. And they'll pick it up there at the 48-yard line. So 27 seconds left. Let's see. Second teamers back on the field here for the Mustangs.
And I'm assuming that, the Mustangs are going victory formation now.
And we're going to get a third quarterback in the game. It was Vinny Veloz, number 17.
Vinny Veloz.
We saw what Carter Daniel can do. We saw what Mason Tidwell can do. Let's see what third-stringer Vinny Veloz has gotten in his bag of tricks.
It's actually going to say that ball went off him at the 44. That's where the Mustangs will take over. What might be the final play of the Jamboree.
You see Coach Bryce Glass coaching that offense up.
Someone called a timeout, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was Richland.
Okay.
We talk about our local teams, Summertown, Loretto, and Lawrence County, about these past 2 days of these Jamboree football games. I think it's going to be competitive between all 3 teams. The one team where we're unsure about is Summertown with the new head coach and all that stuff. We knew what Lawrence County had coming back. We also know what Loretto has coming back, especially after the game we're seeing tonight. But, yeah, seeing all 3 of these teams, there's some promise in all of Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, the entirety of Lawrence County's got 3 good teams, and, with Summertown really being the wild card, they came out and looked really good against Huntland today.
Henry Chambliss, and the snap gets away from Veloz. He's going to scoop it up and can't break that final tackle. Thought in one moment he's going to get around, and
It's like he wasn't ready for the snap right there. He was looking to the sideline, and the ball just
pretty quick.
Yeah,
one or the other. So, guys, it's going to be the final play here. Loretto's going to come away 42-6 win, even though it doesn't count for anything. So, guys, what are your final thoughts here on this Jamboree performance by the Mustangs?
Well, Carter Daniel and Jack Welch, Corbin Reynolds, and Clint Seymour are going to be fun to watch. The running back room is, going to try to pick up where Caden Porter left off. The defense looks good. They're hitting hard, they're tackling, and they held a good Richland team to 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Richland, tough break for them. They didn't really want to see that on their, a C loss, but like I said, doesn't really go against their record. But still, I know Richland's a good team, and I know their coaching staff will get them ready for the season. And also Loretto, they're just showing why they're up and coming. They're ready to play whoever this upcoming year. So I'm excited to see what Loretto brings to the table.
First game for Loretto will be next Friday on the road at Collinwood. We'll have that game right here on the X Sports Network. So for Hayden Burks, Michael Marks, producer extraordinaire Kevin Wright, this is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. Have a great night and a great weekend.
This is the X Sports Network.